Next up is your financial or your durable power of attorney. So this document is where you're appointing somebody to step in and manage your financial affairs or legal affairs. You're basically giving them the ability to step into your shoes and act on your behalf if you're unable to do so. I say that, and there is a little bit of an option here. We may have made this document immediately effective or only effective upon your incapacity. You should be able to see at the bottom of that very first page language that says this is only effective upon my incapacity if we've stated that in that initial meeting. Confirm that the way that you want this document set up is how it appears. So if you said in the initial meeting that you wanted this to be only effective upon my incapacity and you don't see anything on that very first page stating that, let us know so that we can make that change. Not something that happens very often, but always want you guys to confirm. But moving through the document now, Article 1 is where you've appointed the individuals who you want to step in and serve as your financial agent. You're going to have a section for initial agent and then any successors that we've named, confirming that those appear in the order that you want to see them. The rest of Article 1 just lays out some qualifications that these people should have. So they have to be older than, or over the age of 21 when they're stepping in to serve. If they were a spouse and you're no longer married, they no longer have a right to serve. All of that kind of technical language is included in Article 1. Article 2 deals with the effectiveness of the document. So if we've said that it's only effective upon your incapacity, that should appear on page 1, but it should also appear here in Article 2. And it's going to detail whether you've said this is immediately effective, only effective upon your incapacity, and then it's going to define what incapacity is. And so a couple different triggers there. First is the opinion of 2 physicians saying that you are legally incapacitated and cannot make financial decisions for yourself. The next one is court determination. So if a court says that you're unable to represent yourself or manage your financial affairs, then that would be binding in that circumstance. And then the last one is basically if they can't find you, you're missing or you are abandoned, and that one very rarely applies. Also in Article 2 though, language regarding durability, that's what makes this document durable, meaning it is effective if you're incapacitated. So the whole purpose in setting up this document is to name someone to step into your shoes when you can no longer manage your own affairs. This is the language, the durability language is what we're looking for to make that come true. From here on, we start getting into powers. Article 3 lays out general powers. Again, if I'm oversimplifying this document, it's that whoever you've appointed can step into your shoes and basically do anything that you could do with respect to your assets or legal affairs. We likely discussed at your initial meeting the things that we don't typically include in this document, and it's easier to start there. Typically, we're not including the ability to gift your assets away. We don't want people moving things where they shouldn't. We also don't include the ability to change your beneficiary designations, hopefully protecting the integrity of what you've set up here in your estate plan. There's some other stipulations and restrictions on those powers in the document too. And if we've included those for any reason, that should be addressed at the initial meeting or at least at the review meeting coming up. Overall, I know this document gets a little long. That's purposeful. When we've seen so much pushback in the past from financial institutions or especially insurance companies or IRA, 401k custodians, they want to see language specific to them. So we've made this document long form. We're not just relying on statutory powers. So take a look through those, make sure that you're comfortable with the powers you're giving someone, and if you have any questions on that, please ask.